Welcome back to Prestige Presents. I'm Jake.
And I'm Jordan, and watch the fun unfold as we install some steel beams today.
Round, and then what steel we're going to get lifted first? One on the left?
We're going to set up, but we're not lifting nothing until we've cut.
Okay.
So we've got to bolt together.
All
And
right.
they go up as one.
Okay.
So trying to put one up and bolt up here would
Yeah.
be an absolute...
So we got the bolts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got all the bolts.
Alright.
So since the last episode, we've had some developments. I'll let Jake explain.
So our structural engineer has noted that unfortunately we're going to have to remove this footing. As for in the previous video, it's not sufficient enough. We will try to salvage the bricks as much as possible as we can, depending on if the client wants to go ahead. Back over to you, Jordan.
So yeah, this whole structure will be coming down. We'll be ripping out these footings, new footings, and then we'll be going up again. At the moment, to save cost, they just want to do a single story extension with a flat roof on top. Then maybe in the future, they'll take the flat roof off and build up another story. I'm going to be under Homes Under the Hammer at this rate. I'm going to be getting a call from Homes Under the Hammer at this rate. What we're doing at the moment, we're just bolting the steels together, ready to lift into place. So this is something called a genie, and this is what we use to lift the steels into place. It saves any hurt backs, and it's a safe way to manually handle these massive steels. These are 350, 300 kg, so it's a lot of weight.
As you can see down this left-hand corner of the rear of the building, we have a pad. This is in preparation for a steel post, which once these beams are up in place, we'll have a steel post there. Also, if you'd like to follow me down to this side, the centre post, as you can see, it's a little bit bigger. It's a 1200 by a metre pad. So that's in preparation of another steel post that's going to be coming in line with this wall here. And then as we look on the end, the right hand side of the property, rear of the property, we've got one more. So 3 posts in total, 2 beams going to be bolted together. We're going to lift up at the same time with 2 genie lifts. As you can see, Gav and Dylan are now bolting it up in preparation to lift the steels in.
Bit too...
Go on. Yeah. These steels are supplied by Ash Fabrications, local family business. Great guys, so shout out to them. Spot on service as usual.
And on Prestige News, the steel's going in place. Boom! Then we're going to move it across. Yeah, it'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, we love it. Right, keep going. No, you've got 4 courses of brick to go. Jordan, catch up. Stop for a minute, Dylan.
Yeah.
Keep going, Jordan. I need another pair of hands down this end. Right. Touch more. 70 mil. 70 mil. Up you go. Stop. So let us go over. Hold on.
That's it. That's perfect there. We're perfect there.
Right.
It lines up at that bit there.
Let's go down and do Dylan's end.
Yeah, you got to come out that bit.
Jordan, come down like that much.
Just that inch.
Yeah. Touch more. Right. Stop. We can slide that in now. Leave it there.
That's perfect there. Leave
Right.
it there. That's perfect.
Up together then, boys. We'll throw a couple of dead man in.
Yeah.
And leave the genies up.
Yeah, leave it.
Yeah, pad will go on this end today. Right, Jordan, up 50 mil. We like for level. Can we grab a 6 foot? Keep going.
That's what we call the persuader. So these are what Gav, Gillen and Simon are putting in at the moment are some acro props. So they can be used for supporting most things in the building trade. Really, really handy tools to have. We've got multiple acro props to hand at all times. So what Gav's going to do now is just prop the steel beam underneath and then wind it up. Tell it a joke. Yeah, so the genies are great to get the beam up into place, and then we need to get about 6 mil on the end of this beam just to get it spot on. So Gav's going to get that. Gav, Dylan, and Simon are going to push it up now. Oh, that's nice.
I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd say that.
This is Gav. This is my saw that Gav's borrowed. This one we made earlier. They're quite heavy though, isn't it? Nice to saw though. What's the battery life like on them? All right.
Watch it.
Watch. Oh, fingers. Just let. Just make sure we've got obviously room for the posts. We've got loads of room there, haven't we?
So when putting up these acros, you've got to be careful with your fingers, because otherwise they can just slam down and they do a lot of damage. So as we're going for a bit of breakfast, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to cordon all this off, just because obviously we've got big steels in here. I don't want anyone walking in here by mistake, so I'm just going to cordon this off so it's nice and safe. That's the lads all fed and watered. Let's take a look and see what they're up to this afternoon. Here we have the Thermalite course of bricks going up, blocks even. It's got a wall start here. This is a wall start. This is just tied into the current building. That's how you do it. And we've got our wall ties. Then there'll be Celotex in the middle here, and then that'll all be taped. I'll go and show you that process. Dylan's actually doing it over here. Let's walk around and have a look.
These, we call them saucers. They go on there, just holds it all in place.
Bit saucy, are they?
A bit saucy. And yeah, that's basically where we're at the minute.
Nice.
I mean, until this wall's been built and set off, then this can happen on that side.
Perfect. Good job, mate. We've got Finn over here. He's the #1 muck mixer. So yeah, he's bringing all the muck round for the bricklayers. Make sure they're all kept up to speed and got everything they need. Blocks, bricks, muck, wall ties, everything. Nice bit of muck there, you see. Easier than it is.
Harder.
You know what I meant.
Got it right in person. Yeah, look at that bubble there. Look at that. Don't even have to tap it.
Don't know, put it back, put it back. Let's have a look at that. She's perfect. Bob on as they say. So, as you can see, it's a little bit's changed since last time. We've had to rip all the pathway out, unfortunately, to get the new water main in. So the new water main's running up to the stopcock, and it runs all the way down here, down the side of this property. We'll take you around. Oh, very slippy, go easy. Right, so the new water main runs round into here now. So this is your new MDPE water main. So before it was a I think it was a lead pipe actually. So now we've got the right size diameter of MDPE pipe, and that'll be enough pressure to go into the loft and provide pressure to the whole of the property now. Notice any changes? This was the front door, not anymore. Now it's nearly ready for a window. We just got a final detail, something to change up here with this lintel. We've got to make something of this, change that. But yeah, it was the front door. Quite a nice brick match actually. You can hardly notice it, especially once it weathers in as well. Just got a little bit more to sort out above where the lintel is, and then it'll be ready for a window.
As of going forward today, we're going to continue ripping out the kitchen. We've got a cooker unit and so forth to come out. We'll do that, and we've got a bit of floor repair. We are going to start looking at putting the new back door in on the left hand side of the house from me. Obviously the old front door, back door gets moved, to where the new opening's been created by the bricklayers. So apart from that, we'll carry on. I'll speak to you in a bit. We've got a column going here.
Yeah.
It'll be a freestanding column so you can walk around it within the room. Then this will be cut back into a certain position where we've got 2 units going on the other side of the kitchen. So obviously create the open space and living area for in the house when the column and so forth goes in. We have got a steel tie bit going across here.
Yeah.
So then sit on the padstone.
So there's going to be a steel cross here basically.
It's going to be a steel put across
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Fabricators will put that in when they do the columns.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not all glamour and glitz.
And she's done. And that is the back door. The old one, which will receive a nice clean and some new trims, and it shall be pucker. And the locks are working nice and freely, so leave it alone to go off hard, and then we can open it up and start using it again. But to be fair, the more we use it, the more likely it's going to get scratched. Just leave it sharp, we don't need to use it, do we? It can come in that way. Love a foam gun, love them.
As you can see, both beams are in now. Great job done by the team. They went in very well, very efficiently. I think it took us about an hour, or just over an hour, to get them up and in place. Tomorrow we got the steel fabricators back. They'll be welding steel posts to each corner, as we explained earlier in the video. So we've got 3. They'll be bolted into the concrete slab that have already been done. We've got 3 of those posts, and then they'll be welded to the top of the beam in 3 separate points. So Ash Fabricators are back tomorrow to get that done. So now you've seen the process on site. For those that don't know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in the organisation, the communication with the client, the fabrication of the stills, measurements, a lot of organisation that goes on behind the scenes to get to where we are today. But it's been a great day so far. Guys have done amazing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. So what Gav's doing at the moment, as you can see, for those that don't know, there's a metal cutting blade. This is the one we had on for the steel that Gav very nicely cut for us, and he's going to put a diamond blade on there. That's a 14-inch cutter, isn't it?
14-inch cutter, which has a cutting capacity of 150 mil.
So we can get through most walls. So Gav's setting the grinder up to cut this opening. We've just level lined across down here now. So that's where that wall's going to finish. Obviously you've done a bit on the front, you did the timber.
Look at the back of the machine. On the bigger machine, they give you a little pin. Basically, that allows you to lock the wheel in place, like so, when you're tightening up onto the wheel. So that stops that from pulling the belt and the engine moving while you're tightening up on the wheel. Don't over tighten it because you never get it off. So that now is ready to cut.
So at the moment we're keeping the hardcore here because there's going to be a retaining wall going in at a later stage, so utilising, recycling as much material that's coming out of the property as possible. I do like a bit of lead.
It's mine now, sorry.
See, Simon's got his damp course in. What else we got in there? A few weep vents. Few weep holes, damps in. As you can see, Dylan's had a nice clear up in here, keeping everything clean and tidy. We all muck in and clear up anyway, it's not anyone's sort of job as such. Clean site is a happy site, safety as well.
Hope you've enjoyed today watching us put the steels in, plus the various other bits of work we've done.
Join us next time on Prestige Presents, where we'll be pitching the roof.